Hey guys, I'm out with Eloise, walking the neighborhood. It's kind of quiet out here right now, but she's in a new place with a relatively new handler. First time I've taken her out on a walk and told her to heel. We are hands-free, long line dragging for safety. With a girl like Eloise, who is randomly reactive, 80% of the time good, 20% of the time reactive. And she says it's fear-based. With a dog who's reactive, doesn't matter how often or what kind, you have to have a good heel. You have to. They have to be following you. If they're leading, if they're in front of you and they're not following you, they are scanning and they're looking for things to react to. Versus follow mentality, follower's position, defer to the leader to take care of the environment. So if she's leading, she's going to feel it's her responsibility to judge the situation, whether or not to bark at it, lunge at it, create space, versus follower's mentality. Let the human decide what we react to and what we don't react to, and then the stress leaves her mind because it's always on me. It's always on the handler. When they believe that, all the stress goes away and you're gonna have a really nice walk because she doesn't have to worry about anything. And she shouldn't have the stress of deciding what to react to and what not to react to. She should always be like, my owner's got this. I don't have to worry. And when you've got that, you guys can walk. I mean, we've just walked our entire street past a house of barking dogs, completely off leash. I'm gonna make a turn here and see how she does. Nice. So we teach our dogs to follow the left leg. And in order to do that, they have to be behind us. If they're ahead of us, they can't see the leg. That's the trick. So it's very important. All right, once we get back up into my court, I'm going to show you some stuff she knows off leash. We're gonna talk about her sit stays, her down stays. We'll show you a recall, and we'll even do a send a place if there's a place bed out. But I just wanted to give you a little update. She's doing amazing. Can you guys hear those dogs barking? So it got her attention for a split second. She looked over and then she thought, maybe shouldn't bark at that, and got back into heel. But it's a good distraction nonetheless to walk by to see how she was gonna respond to it. Very nice. Gabby just did a phenomenal job with her heel. Really, really good job. Good girl. Good girl, Ellie. Sit. Good. I stop and say sit. She should sit. I'm gonna flip the camera around here. I've got her in a nice sit stay. Stay until released. Our dogs are taught that, no matter if I'm moving around her, if I'm adding distance, or whatever distractions I want to throw at her. From here, I can also tell her to down. Eloise, down. Good girl. So verbal, hand signal, and then my last thing would be to click if she still needed help. And again, I'm at a very low number, it's an 8. So now she's in a down stay, and I can do all sorts of things to add distractions. And I could even get her more relaxed if I wanted her to be. So I'm just gonna say down, click, down, 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 good. So the way that we strengthen our downstay is to obviously put your dog in the downstay, have the leash on and dragging, and then you're going to introduce distractions. Walking around them, stepping over them. Good girl. Good girl. When they make a mistake, you're simply going to say NO, click the e-collar, and put them back in the command. Then, this is the important part, you repeat the trigger that got them to make the mistake in the first place, and then you praise them when they do the right thing. Good girl. Let's try a recall. So the pattern for recall is going to be, say, COME, tap the tone, praise when she's on the way, and then she should sit her down somewhere at my feet. Eloise, Come. Good girl. Sit. Very nice. Good girl. And then the best one. Break. Good girl. So it's a pretty cool way. You can use just a 10 to 15 minute walk to brush up your obedience commands and keep them sharp. So you can use a pattern of heeling to a destination, having your dog stop, sit, wait for release, give them some free time, recall them back, and then heel home. It's a really good balance of working and playtime, and it's fair to the dog because you're saying, okay, walk nice for me, don't react, but I'm gonna give you free time when we get up to this spot, and that's gonna be really fun for you. So it's pleasurable for you both. I think where people get stressed out is everything is free time, everything is playtime, so they're struggling on the walk because there's no separation of work and play. Now, I told you we would end it on place, and that's just what we'll do. So there's a place bed here. I'm gonna walk up to the place bed. I'm gonna recall her since she's over there. So it's gonna be, come, good girl, place. Nice. And that's a bed she's never been on before. So I'm really proud of her for getting on there. And then she stays until I release her. Break, good girl.